Arch Manning is headed to Austin in a move that might have ripple effects across the college football landscape. But will this signing be the final step in the turnaround that the Longhorns desperately need? Let's break it down.
We're back!
Call it like it is. Arch is most well known because of his last name. His uncles Peyton and Eli, his grandfather Archie, all legendary quarterbacks. He has been described as the prince of football royalty. He is the heir apparent in the next line in the Manning quarterback dynasty, destined for success. But outside of name brand, befitting of University of Texas, Manning does bring a lot to the table. First, of course, is his football talent. Listed at 6'4", 220 pounds, he certainly has the prototypical NFL quarterback build. But he is also the #1 overall player in the class of 2023 and has a perfect recruit rating of 1, which I'll dive into later. As a projected generational talent, it's not a surprise that fans in Austin are already starting to plan their trips to the college football playoff. He also keeps it low-key off the field, much like his family name would suggest. According to Nelson Stewart, Manning's current high school football coach, the young quarterback isn't worried about NIL deals or team uniforms, but focused on the school and forming relationships with his teammates and coaching staff. It's not too often that you find a 5-star #1 recruit with that mindset, especially in today's day and age. Now, this isn't the first time Texas has landed a former #1 recruit at quarterback. In fact, since 2000, there have only been 3 quarterback recruits with a perfect 1 rating, and the Longhorns have picked up all 3. We can look back to the class of 2002 and Vince Young. Fans are hoping history repeats itself. All Young did was finish his collegiate career with a 30-2 record as a starter, and a historically impressive performance in a Rose Bowl game that gave the Longhorns their most recent national title. The Texas legend even has his jersey retired. Then we have Manning, but sandwiched in between is the projected starter for the upcoming 2022 season, Quinn Ewers, which adds even more intrigue and impact to Manning's commitment. The commitment of Ewers out of the transfer portal was huge for Texas. Although he isn't a proven commodity after his first year at Ohio State, he was the top recruit in the class of 2021. And fans that closely follow the Texas high school football scene will be familiar with him from powerhouse South Lake Carroll. Unlike Manning, Ewers is most well known at this point for some of his crazy rumored NIL deals that he and his mult have managed to bag, both at Ohio State and at UT. It's clear at this point that Ewers will be QB1 for the upcoming season, but depending on his performance, we might have a QB battle on our hands in 2023. The question will be, is this pressure going to create a diamond in Ewers, or will it result in a QB room meltdown? The situation is eerily similar to one Texas A&M faced a few years back, with 2 5-star quarterbacks in back-to-back classes in Kyle Allen and Kyler Murray. That situation blew up in the face of the Aggies as both quarterbacks ended up transferring. Texas is going to need to tread lightly and focus on managing the QB room well if they want to avoid a similar fate, especially considering the ease and availability of the transfer portal today. That being said, if all goes well, competition should bring out the best in both quarterbacks, and rising tides lift all boats. Speaking of tides, you can expect a tidal wave of new recruits to have their eyes on UT in the next few classes. Signing a quality quarterback in your recruiting class typically means you'll be potentially hearing from a few other skill position players who want to play with him. But when you sign the #1 quarterback in the class, especially one with as much hype as Manning has coming in, expect the floodgates to open. Texas is already a recruiting power, despite how they've underperformed as of late. Expect the class of 2023 to improve over the year, including some high-profile commitments, especially if Texas gets out of the funk they've been in and has a turnaround 2022, which would be perfect timing for the upcoming move to the SEC. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out more college football content here, subscribe for notifications, and as always, thanks for watching and see you at the next one.